Having a lack of friends can be a profound experience that holds various meanings for individuals. It is important to recognize that the absence of a large social circle does not necessarily imply negative traits or character flaws. Instead, it can reveal deeper insights about oneself and the value of solitude. The meaning of having a lack of friends can teach us several essential lessons. Let me share with you a short story. There lived a young girl named Emily. She was kind-hearted, creative, and filled with dreams, but she often found herself feeling lonely and isolated. Despite her best efforts, making friends seemed to elude her, and she couldn't help but wonder what her lack of friends indicated about her. Emily spent her days lost in the world of her imagination, sketching colorful drawings and writing stories that transported her to far-off lands. She longed for someone to share her passion for art and storytelling, but each attempt to connect with others left her feeling more disheartened. One day, as she sat sketching in the park, a gentle voice interrupted her thoughts. It was an elderly woman, her eyes twinkling with warmth, who had been observing Emily's art with admiration. Emily shyly smiled, unsure of how to respond to this unexpected interaction. "You have a beautiful talent, my dear," the woman said. "You create such vivid worlds through your art." "Thank you," Emily replied, her voice barely above a whisper. The woman sat beside her and they began to chat. Emily discovered that her new acquaintance, Mrs. Thompson, was an artist herself in her younger days. They spoke about their shared love for art and the stories it could tell. For the first time in a long while, Emily felt a connection with someone who understood her passion. As weeks passed, Emily and Mrs. Thompson's bond grew stronger. They spent hours together painting and sharing stories. Emily finally had a friend who appreciated her for who she was and embraced her uniqueness. She no longer felt burdened by the question of what her lack of friends indicated about her. One day, while they sat in the park, Emily mustered the courage to ask Mrs. Thompson about her initial observation. "What do you think my lack of friends indicates about me?" she inquired. Mrs. Thompson smiled tenderly. "My dear, a lack of friends doesn't indicate anything negative about you. Sometimes it simply means that you are destined to find kindred spirits who truly understand and appreciate you. Friends come into our lives in various ways and at different times. It's about quality, not quantity." Emily pondered those words, feeling a sense of comfort and acceptance she had never experienced before. She realized that friendships couldn't be forced or rushed. They were a reflection of genuine connections that bloomed when the time was right. As months passed, Emily's friendship with Mrs. Thompson deepened, and she continued to explore her artistic abilities. Her confidence blossomed, and she decided to share her creations with the world. Mrs. Thompson encouraged her to host an art exhibition at the local gallery. The day of the exhibition arrived, and Emily nervously displayed her artwork for all to see. To her surprise and delight, a small crowd gathered around her paintings, admiring the talent and creativity that shone through. Among the guests were some familiar faces from the park, people who had been quietly observing her art and had been drawn to her passion. In that moment, Emily realized that her lack of friends had been a journey of self-discovery, leading her to embrace her true self and attract kindred spirits who appreciated her for who she was. Her art became a bridge that connected her with like-minded souls, and the once lonely girl found herself surrounded by a circle of genuine friends. Through the unexpected friendship with Mrs. Thompson and the newfound connections she made through her art, Emily learned that a lack of friends didn't indicate any inadequacy within herself. Instead, it simply signaled the beginning of a beautiful journey of self-discovery and the unfolding of friendships that were meant to enrich her life in the most meaningful ways. First is self-reflection and understanding. A lack of friends often prompts individuals to engage in introspection. When there are fewer external distractions, people have the opportunity to look inward and gain a deeper understanding of their thoughts, emotions, and aspirations. This self-reflection can lead to personal growth and self-awareness. Second is independence and resilience. Embracing solitude can cultivate a sense of independence and resilience. Without relying heavily on others for validation or companionship, individuals can learn to be self-reliant and develop inner strength to navigate life's challenges. Third is quality over quantity. The meaning of having a lack of friends underscores the importance of quality over quantity when it comes to relationships. It's not about the number of friends one has, but the depth and authenticity of the connections that truly matter. A few genuine and supportive friends can be more fulfilling than a large group of acquaintances. Fourth is unconventional paths. For some, a lack of friends might arise from pursuing unconventional interests or passions that do not align with mainstream social circles. It reminds us that it's okay to follow our own unique path, even if it means deviating from societal norms. Lastly, empathy and compassion. Going through a period of social isolation can foster empathy and compassion for others who may also feel lonely or marginalized. It encourages us to reach out to those who may be struggling with loneliness and offer support and understanding. The meaning of having a lack of friends goes beyond surface-level interpretations of social popularity. It is an opportunity for self-discovery, fostering independence, and embracing the richness of solitude. Understanding the lessons behind a lack of friends can lead to personal growth, compassion for oneself and others, and a deeper appreciation for the quality of connections rather than the quantity. Ultimately, it reminds us that the journey of self-exploration and self-acceptance can be as transformative and rewarding as any other relationship in life.